Okay, so we're working away on the parasol mounting hardware. The four post and their supporting sort of structure that holds the upper wing in place. Again, this is a parasol wing. It does not make contact with the fuselage. It stands separate from and above the fuselage like this. And so the structure that holds that in place is basically what I'm working on now. These blisters I fabricated just out of balsa. There's one at each of the four corners on the fuselage at the base of each of the posts, and there'll be a corresponding blisters under the wing, adjacent to each of the posts at the underwing mount. There'll also be 6 blisters added to the top of the wing, one that corresponds with each of the posts, and that's where the steel ring was installed. There were 4 steel rings on top of the wing for hoisting the airplane, for hoisting the wing onto the airplane, and then if needed to hoist the airplane. In addition to those 4 blisters on the top wing, there are 2 additional ones intermediate to those on each side, so a center blister on each side, and that's the fuel tank filler neck and cap, and those need to be installed. So 6 blisters on the upper wing, 4 blisters on the underwing, and then the essentially all construction on the airplane, it will be completed aside from the windscreen and a few small detail parts. I've got exhaust pieces to install here to the firewall, and those have to be plumbed up into the crankcase, which they will be. And then so not too much left. Oh, and I need to locate and detail an aviator for this airplane. I need to find a Roscoe Turner suitable one, something that looks sort of like this character. If you can see that picture of Roscoe Turner and Gilmore, the lion cub. There's the airplane. This aircraft was actually previously owned. Before Gilmore got it, it was at the General Tire and Rubber Company. This was the only one that was powered with a Pratt & Whitney Hornet engine, which was about 100 horsepower stronger than the Wasp that the other aircraft had used. It was fitted with the Hornet engine, and here's a picture of it here with Herb Fahey, who was the pilot of it originally. And there it is again. That's the Hornet. And anyway, Roscoe Turner acquired it for Gilmore Oil, or Gilmore Oil purchased it for Roscoe Turner to fly and promote the company with the Lions. So, at any rate, there's our airplane. This is the motor that goes into the cowling. I still have to detail this up. It'll have the same red plug wire. I have to finish putting the push rods in, and then it'll get a coat of 2 coats of paint, one of gray for the crankcase, and then an overall black for everything else. Then this gets fitted into the cowling so that we can pull Williams Brothers engine off and put the cowling on with its engine for those pictures. And also want to put the graphics onto the cowling. They're pretty amazing graphics from Cali. Here you can see how that nose looks. So this is gold pinstriping with a black border, and then the area inside of this is red. It's that brilliant red that the Gilmore lettering and the rest of the lettering is comprised of. So lots of work yet to do. I mean, there's just a ton of work yet to do, but I am going to finish the cowling, finish detailing the engine, finish the cowling. Eventually we'll be able to throw some paint on this bad boy and see what it looks like. I've got primer onto the fuselage, but it took a full can of this stuff. So I've ordered some more. My local store is closed now for the COVID-19 epidemic, so I can't just drive up there like it was. But we've got some coming by mail order. A couple of cans of gray and a couple of white. so we can get it all primed up and start putting color on it pretty soon, not just yet. Lots of little bits and pieces to add, but we're getting closer.